Good morning, good morning, good morning. You know what today is? It's Monday Morning Chats with Sack, and Sack is me. I hope that you guys had a great weekend. I had a pretty good weekend. I didn't really do too much. Of course, I went to the mall. That's always a given. But yeah, it was pretty much chill. So, got a chance to get some work done. I got a chance to eat some real food. I'll tell you about that later. But it was really chill. Did my hair, cut my hair. Probably want to cut it a little bit more. No grays right now, so thank God for that. So thank God for black rinse because I definitely needed that. But yeah, for the most part, it was really cool. Got a chance to spend time with my cousins. That's always a good time. As you can see, this is a bow. I didn't like gain like so much weight. This is a bow, so it looks a little big. Probably can't see it in the camera, but this is a bow with my shirt. But today I wanted to talk about my experience doing the Daniel's fast and what I have learned from it. So I've been doing the Daniel's fast consistently since 2016, and I've done the actual fast when I was in college, but I did not finish it. So I was started for like 5 days, and then I would just say I can't do it. And it was a mental thing. You know, you're told what you cannot eat. And the eating part was difficult, but then it was more so about the temptation. So it's like you see things that you really want to have, but you can't have it. So how do you work with that? So for those that don't know, the Daniel fast is a biblical fast. It's in the Bible. In the book of Daniel, it talks about that. It's for 21 days. During the fast, you can't have any meats. You can't have any processed food. You can't have any sugars, no sweets, no juices. So pretty much for the 21 days, I only had vegetables, some veggies, well, a lot of veggies, water. I did not have any sweets, and the only sweet I really like is Snickers bars. So, like if I go to the store to go grocery shopping, I'll treat myself to a Snickers bar. Didn't have that at all, so I was struggling. No coffee. I did not drink any coffee, and I am a coffee drinker. No sugar. So any food that you like, you have to check the ingredients, and you have to see if there's sugar added. If there's sugar added, you can't have any sugar at all. So, whole grain. You can have whole grain. So it's always difficult, but I can tell you that every year since 2016, I've learned something different. And this year was a different experience. My aunt, she joined me during the fast. She joined me last year too. And I called her and I was like, hey, I don't know about you, but this fast is this is a different experience for me. Is it for you? I was like, it's not a bad experience, but this is like a different experience. I'm more calm, and I'm okay. Like, I'm okay. I'm not like irritated. Like, I'm able to handle the food. I'm able to handle like my daily routine. I'm calm. And I can tell you this, anytime that I fast, I always encounter some type of problem. And I'm calm. And this time it was more so like, of course, read in James chapter 1, verse 19, where it says, you are quick to listen and slow to respond. Like, I had to really keep saying that verse over and over in my head. And so the thought of, when I tell people about the fast and I ask people if they want to join me, it's like, well, I don't know if I can do it. The food, I could tell you the food is the hardest thing. And the one thing I could tell you about me when it comes to budgeting, the most I spend money on is food and fitness. People think, I probably spend a lot of money on clothes. Actually, I don't. I spend a lot of money on food because I like to eat healthy. But this was a little different. So, when it came to like making spaghetti, I made my spaghetti sauce from scratch. I always use whole grain, but no meat. And I think after this experience, I want to do more vegan dishes. I don't think I can be a full vegan because I love crabs, and I had crabs this Saturday, and they were amazing. So I can't. But what did I learn from this fast? I learned a lot. During the fast, and as it relates to your life, you're going to always be hit with some type of temptation. The one thing the fast has taught me is that I have self-control. Self-control is very hard. And if you master self-control, you can master pretty much anything. So what does that mean when it comes to self-control? Usually when I'm fasting, I'm always around family that's making great dishes, food that I really, really like, and I just can't have it. I had a vision board party at my house a little over 2 weeks ago. And my friends, they ordered crabs, they ordered crab cakes, lobster. I mean, it was just like this whole smorgasbord in my kitchen. And I walked away from it. And as much as I wanted to have the food, I just said no. It wasn't worth it for me because I was focused on a goal. I was focused on something that I wanted. I went out to dinner for one of my best friend's birthday. It was drinks around me. I wanted to get, some drink to, for the birthday celebration, but I said no. I was like, yeah, it's not worth it. Maybe after the fast I could take a drink, which I did after I made me a drink, which was fine. Definitely had some wine. But it wasn't worth it. And so the first thing that the fast taught me is self-control. When you're able to master self-control, let me tell you, you can master anything. I'm not easily tempted. Like if I really say no, I really mean that. And then when I have my eyes on the prize, nothing else can ever distract me from that. And I give you that for fasting, but as it relates to like my other things in my personal life, if there's a goal that I really want, let's say that I want to lose weight, I will be focused on that. I remember that my first experience with weight loss was in college. I was a junior going into my senior year. So it was like the summer of my junior year going to my senior year. I lost about 17 pounds. And what I did was I stopped making fried food. I would, jog 2 miles a day. When I graduated from college, I eventually started jogging 5 miles a day for five days out the week. But I was focused on it. I didn't care about nothing else. And when I realized, like, wow, and I looked through all my life when I look about self-control, I'm like, okay, wow, I'm not going to do this at all. And that's a good feeling. And then when I thought about, passing the bar, I could easily just gave up, but I was really focused on something. And yeah, there were people trying to make me deviate from the vision that I had, but I was just straight focused on passing. And so I'm here to tell you that one, if you have self-control, that you could really master anything. Two, stick to the plan. The one thing that I've learned, even with this fast, and this fast made me look back over my life. And I've realized that, hey, if there's something that you want, stick to it. Don't deviate from it. Don't worry about your plan B when you have a plan A. Why should you even have a plan B when you have the plan A? The plan A, your goal is to accomplish that. And yes, sometimes things may take longer than others, but stick to your plan A. If that's what you want, stick to it. You don't have to deviate from it. The third thing that I've learned, the great experience is that, I read affirmations every day. I enjoy reading my Bible. But this experience was different because I have a cousin. She sends me scriptures every single day. Like Monday through Sunday. She doesn't skip a beat. Monday through Friday, I usually get a scripture right before I start my day. So like early in the morning. And on the weekend, she'll send me the scripture like, in the afternoon and whatnot, which is fine. It's fine by me. But this experience was different because a beautiful young lady was sending me affirmations every single day. And let me tell you, some of these affirmations I'm like, I need to know what app is this young lady is using because it's amazing. Like, it's really dope. So I was getting, as much as I enjoy pouring into others, I always get poured into. But then I start getting poured into by other people. And I'm just like, wow, God, this was amazing. Like, this was really, and it caught me by surprise. And it was a great feeling. You just never, and then what the young lady said to me was, you have no idea how much I appreciate you. And honestly, I just like being myself. Like, I don't care about the accolades. I don't care about the pat on the shoulder. I don't care about, any type of post like, hey, thank you. I don't care about none of those things. I just do things from the heart. And so the fact that this young lady was sending me things, it really touched my heart. Like, and my love language is words of affirmation. So, like, reading things like that, it really filled me up. And I was like, oh, thank you. You're going to make me write a poem about you. So thank you so much. So if you're listening to this, thank you for the daily affirmations. I greatly appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much. So that was the third thing. The fourth thing, through my experience with the Daniel fast this year, was that the Daniel fast is for 21 days. So that's 3 weeks. Every week, there was some random act of kindness. Like some random act of kindness. And it was mainly by one person. And there were some other acts of kindness, but it was beautiful. Like, it just caught me off guard. It was really, really, really nice. So if you're listening, for the random acts of kindness, thank you for dinners. And it's hard to find good vegan food. Like, and some vegan places are not that good, but the places I went to, awesome. But yeah, so if you're listening to this, thank you so much for the random acts of kindness. It's appreciated. Not only did this person do random acts of kindness for myself, but also for my friends. So if you're watching, thank you. I appreciate you. The next thing was, it made me really appreciate the people that's in my life. Like, it made me really appreciate that. One of the people was my mom. And I'm not sure if you guys look at the Real Black China. I try to be mindful of how much wretched TV I partake in. There's some things I need just to get a laugh. But I think it was last week or the week before last, I didn't even know the Real Black China, she had a show. I didn't even know that. I did not know. And I think this was the first episode, and it was talking about, the actual episode was about, from what I saw, it was an encounter with Black China and her mother. And if you got a chance to see the interaction with her mother and Black China, I don't know the whole relationship between them, so I'm not here to judge. I have no heaven or hell to put anybody in. But watching that clip about her mother just calling her all type of names, how she doesn't love her, she hates her, just so many curse words that were just coming out of her mouth. Just F this, F that. And I looked at that and I was like, wow, I thank God that I never had that experience. Now, mind you, I don't know their relationship. I don't know if that's how they talk to each other all the time. I really don't know. I'm just saying based on what I was able to see. And I looked at it and all I could say is, wow. Like, and I prayed that night and I was like, God, if I was ever ungrateful about my mother, then please take that ungratefulness out of my heart, because I never had that experience. No relationship is perfect, but damn, I never had to go through that. And the one thing that I've learned is that people show their love in different ways. And I'm not sure if that's how Black China's mother showed her love to her daughter, but it didn't look healthy for me. But when it comes to support and love, everybody shows that in a different way. And sometimes we may have expectations of, well, if I show love this way, this is how everybody else is supposed to show love to me. And that's not always the case. And so the fifth thing during this fast is to really show grace. Know that everyone's not perfect, because I am far from perfect. But just showing grace. People will mess up. And as it relates to that is that when it comes to someone showing their love for you, appreciate what they're able to show you. Even though it may not be exactly how you want it, but you had to really take a step back and say, hey, okay, when this person did this, this is how they were expressing themselves. And everybody's way of expressing themselves is different. And just because it's different doesn't mean that it's wrong. So it made me really just like look back over my life and just look back over things and say, wow, okay, I am so grateful. I'm really grateful. The next thing, I think this is the Sixth thing is to sometime when you are doing things in your life, some people may not understand, and that's okay. You can't expect people to understand the things that you're doing. If it's something that you really want in your life, just do it. And don't wait for people to understand. Like, live life on your own terms. If people don't get it, the heck with them. But do things that your heart desire. The biggest regret, I think, in somebody's life is 10 years from now or 20 years from now saying, I wish I would have done this. So I pray that that never happens to you. And then the last thing is that everybody doesn't deserve a response. You know, I don't understand. Maybe it's the pandemic, but the random messages in my DM, like, I don't know what you want, sir, but, on God, I don't want nothing from you. So I don't know why you're even sending me a message. And I realized that that comes with self-control, and it comes from temptation, and I can feel it. Like, this is not coming from a good place. You're not really checking up on me to see if I'm doing okay. You're just trying to see maybe how my life is, or whatever the case. I just know that it's not coming from a good place. And it's important to have this discernment. And so anytime I get something that's just like unwanted or unexpected, I'll just pray and say, God, like, is this coming from a good place? I know you want me to act in love, but is this coming from a good place? And it's okay to just look and say, okay, block or ignore or delete is one of those things. And that's not a bad thing. Mental health is real. So I'm not sure what some people are going through, but that is important. But the last but not least, the sermons that I've been watching was just powerful, just very powerful. And the one thing that my Pastor Keith Battle, said, and I believe this is even in the Bible, to just act in love. And it's hard. It's hard. It's hard to act in love when some people have done you wrong or are doing you wrong. But when you act in love, it's a calmness over you. It takes a lot to just really get me mad. I'm like, okay, well, I'm sorry you feel that way. And I feel calm and I feel at peace. But yeah, so those are the things that I can say that I have learned, my experience during the fast. I do the Daniel's fast in the beginning of the year to start off a new start with the new year that we are in. And if you are considering doing a fast, you don't have to wait until the beginning of the year. You could do that whenever. You could do fast, any type of fast throughout the year. I know one fast I participated in where I didn't look at no TV for three weeks. And it was fine. It was fine to me. So I hope that this message blesses you. I hope that it encourages you. Maybe it may encourage you to do the Daniel's fast one day. And maybe you'll say that, hey, I'll try it, but maybe you can't complete it the first time around in 21 days. Maybe you're saying, hey, this is hard. Maybe I could do this in 5 days. It's progress. I can tell you that I was not always here. When I first started, when I was in college, it was difficult. But the one thing that I've learned in this fast as I continue to fast is the importance of self-control. You will be tempted by so many things in life, but if you have your eyes on the prize, those distractions won't mean nothing to you. So keep your eyes on the prize. I pray that this Monday is an amazing day for you. I pray that it's very productive. I pray that you're able to get everything that you need done. If not, then make sure that you make time for it tomorrow. Do the best that you can. Show up today. If you can't show up today, that's absolutely okay. I pray that you never forget how amazing you are. I think sometimes we lose that concept. We forget that. But you're amazing. You're great. You're going to do amazing things. I pray that your Tuesday is phenomenal. I pray that your Wednesday is spectacular. I pray that your Thursday is just extraordinary. I pray that your Friday is special. I pray that your Saturday and Sunday, your weekend is lit. And I just pray that you never forget that you are capable of great things. You're capable of doing amazing things no matter what. The world may tell you no, but God has the final say. There may be many doors that close on you, but Just wait for that one door that's going to open up for you and say yes. A lot of times we get discouraged when we hear no, but sometimes no can be a blessing. I'm so grateful that a lot of people told me no. I'm so grateful that some jobs told me no, because I've learned during the fast that I'm exactly where I need to be at. Spiritually, emotionally, and physically. I'm exactly where I need to be at. I didn't say financially, because God is going to always increase my finances. So I'm not never worried about that. But I'm exactly where I need to be spiritually. So I pray that this helps you. And I pray that, hey, you are amazing. I'm not just saying it to toot your own horn. No, I am tooting your horn. You are amazing. You are amazing. You are great. You are spectacular. You're dope. Like, never forget that at all. So take care, guys. It's time for me to go to the office. But again, I want to make sure that I give this word to you guys. But yeah, you're great. You're awesome. Take care, guys. And again, happy Monday. Happy Monday.